Hey there guys, so I promised to give you sort of a part 2 to that city eating the village story, and I'm gonna try to keep it as brief as I can, but yeah, initially when I first got this GoPro, when I was first starting to shoot stuff for this vlog, and thinking to myself, well, what's interesting, one of the very first things, along with the local corner shop, one of the first things was that there was lots of senior citizens in my apartment complex, and I thought, well, it's kind of interesting, and maybe it's kind of different from my experience in Canada of seniors very often being sort of farmed off to seniors' homes or places like that. Here they seem to be very embedded in the community, and my initial efforts to video them, you know, here again, the big problem, not speaking Chinese. You know, there was very little I could do. I show up and point my camera at them and say hello, and that's about as far as it goes. And you know, without speaking any Chinese, they were they were a little bit standoffish, and you know, not much to be done. The A team has managed to snag the gazebo. Let's see what the A team seniors are doing in the gazebo. I'm getting some suspicious looks here. Not a lot of social distancing going on. Ni hao. Ni hao. Yeah, you can see they're playing cards. Not a lot of social distancing going on, and just sort of hanging around. So there, that's what the A team is up to. So when I brought my when my friend Nikki was here with me in Yiwu for a couple of days, you know, I had really two big missions. I wanted her to come with me to the destroyed village, and I also wanted her to come and try to help me talk to these seniors a little bit. And you know, my initial idea was that I really just wanted to talk to these seniors and say, you know, just a very basic sort of compare and contrast. Hey, what's it like here? You guys seem to all be together, that's great, and you know, how does that compare to Canada, where most seniors are going off to old folks homes? But anyway, it was kind of a surprise 2-for-1 deal. My two stories were actually interrelated. They were linked because these villagers right away, they were, you know, again, very interesting. You know, once you have a little bit of Chinese, they open right up and they're very happy to talk. And as soon as I came with my friend and sort of explained what we were doing, they all said, hey, we're all villagers. We're from, I'll put the name of the village down in the subtitles here, but we're all from such and such village, and our village was torn down, so we're all living in this apartment complex now.
就我们是一个小村，在种田的、挖地的、种庄稼的，都全部搬到这里来。现在就都改造了嘛，就是改到这里，全部一个村。
What's the name of their village that they came from?
你们的村庄名叫什么？你们的村？
下盐塘。
下盐塘是怎么写
？And it seems like they got a really, really good deal. These guys were all farmers, you know, and it's quite funny to see, you know, these are all old folks. You know, they all seem to be at least, you know, 50, 60, 70 and up. They were all senior citizens, and they were all villagers. So, you know, these people had spent the last 20, 30 years of their lives in some village, and gradually, step by step, the city of Yiwu was developing, coming closer, till, hey, good news, guys, we're tearing down your village and you're all gonna get to move to a modern luxury apartment. So they went from being, you know, farmers in a village to being retirees in a fairly nice brand new apartment complex. They were also explaining how their sort of social program worked, that part of their deal was they have a canteen. They're basically down at the bottom of my apartment building. There's a canteen. At first, you know, I didn't really understand the deal with it, but it's part of their deal. The villagers can all go and they get their lunch there for, I think, 2 RMB. So they're getting their lunch for like, you know, 50 cents or 25 cents, getting their meals. So they're getting a very, very good deal. So yeah, so this is the canteen where these guys are getting their subsidized lunches on behalf of their village.
饭吃了没有？没有吃饭。
公哎，公哎，我们在这里吃饭的，吃饭。我们这里是居家养老。
Okay, go. In a further sort of investigation, it turns out that, based on the size of your holdings in the village, you would get 2, 3, or maybe even more of these brand new lovely apartments. So, this turned out to be a really sweet deal for some of these guys. If you were a big landholder or a big, had a big house in the village, you get one apartment to live in, you get one apartment maybe to give to your kids, and then you get one apartment to sell or to rent out or whatever. So you've got it made. So anyway, so at least that particular group of villagers got quite a good deal. And I'm, from talking to the villagers, in that nearby village, the one that I was just showing you in the previous episode, they're kind of cagey because I think the final financial deal hasn't gone through, so they haven't yet been given their offer of, hey, we're going to tear down your house and we're going to give you 2 or 3 apartments right next door here. And so I think, there may be there's a little hesitancy and a little, wondering, well, when's our deal going to come? So naturally you don't want to make waves and you don't want to poke at those people too much, but hopefully I would imagine that these guys will also eventually get a similar deal, and that maybe 3-4 years down the road, rather than living in this village that's slated for destruction, they will be, all of them, living as happy retirees in a beautiful new apartment complex. Little cafeteria.
Yes. It's for the village. That's why they well developed and welfare system is so well.
等一下放送的，来等一下，剩下不能放送过来。
送过来就给你们吃吗？
那个老杨有我另外，
哦，然后你们就去那吃。
那里吃的嘛。
哦，所以你们中午饭也不用回家。
这样子几个人吃就在那里。
哦，那你们很好啊。
哎，很好的，很好。大哥，你几岁了
How old are you?
Oh, I want her to guess. What do you think?
猜一下他几岁？
几岁？
你猜一下。
猜一下。
So yeah, so this moment here, I just want to remark on this because, of course, it's hard to understand in English, but the Chinese translation, she's calling me older uncle. She's saying, and older uncle, can I ask how old are you? Now, obviously, this is a couple of things here. First of all, age relations in Chinese are quite important because, the person that's older should get more respect. But the sad joke for me is, well, first of all, I just want to ask my viewers, if you're not my friends and family, if you're just watching this on YouTube, take a look. How old do you think I am? I hope I don't look too old. I hope I don't look too much like a senior citizen. But yeah, I was born in 1968. So as of the time of recording this in 2020, I'm 52 years old. And my understanding was I'm talking to a group of senior citizens, but they seemed to consider that I'm part of their group. So this lady calling me older uncle, I can't remember exactly, but she was, 65 or 68 or something like this. So that was a little bit, I don't know, embarrassing, or a little bit funny. And then, when I was standing there trying to record them, the gentleman offered me his chair, and I was actually pretty tired standing there, so I happily took it and said thank you. And then they were all laughing because this guy was 85 years old. So the 85-year-old senior citizen gave up his chair for the tired, sick, old-looking Lao Wai, 52 years old. I'm 52.
52岁。
Oh, 1968.
他怎么样呢？7年的，少2岁。
你是几年的？啊？你是52岁。
68岁。68岁。
He's 68.
68, oh my God. And I look much older than him. I think, that's good. Yes, good. No, but I think it shows what healthy lifestyle they have in Chinese village, yeah? And so that's it from the lovely little village of Wuzun here on the outskirts of Yiwu. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching right to the end. You know that you have to click like and subscribe and to watch my videos over and over and over again. Please give me some comments, give me some questions. I love to answer any and all comments. Very happy to hear what you think of what I'm showing you about life in modern China. So thank you for watching, and bye-bye, and whatever. Mama hates it
Papa,
when I
your
say
your
whatever.
foot is right in camera. Do you want to say the same things but without your foot in
Maybe I'll say the same things without my foot.
there? And
All the
clean
same
your
things.